What is up, you guys? It is Jay the Great, and welcome back to yet another combat sports related video here today, man. We got an amazing promo that I'm hyped for. I hope the fight happens soon. John Jones versus Israel Adesanya 2021. Why do they keep doubting me? Shout out to Dress Studios. They always do a hell of a job. But let's get straight to it. If you mess with the content, leave a like, hit the sub button, because once you do, you're part of the family forever. But let's get straight to it. Screen. And let me move this so you guys can see. Let's get straight to it.
Is there a young fighter or a couple young fighters that you're looking at that you go, those are the future of the UFC? Those are guys that I might be keeping my eye on, that I might have to fight down the line, that you're excited to fight down the line?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Anderson Silva just fought against Israel Adesanya.
Here we go, folks. Israel Adesanya.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Israel showed he's the future, and that Anderson was the past, you know? It was well done. Well done by Israel.
And he's only a middleweight, but I mean, it doesn't take long to get up to light heavyweight as a middleweight. Gets to eat a little bit more comfortably and cut weight.
Why is Stylebender?
Israel could make light heavyweight for sure. Heavyweight, that's another question.
Fight each other. I think the fans will want that eventually. I'd be excited for that challenge.
It does tickle my loins. It does make me feel some type of way. I like that fight. And I like challenges.
Tickle my loins, huh?
He's the GOAT right now, right?
That's what's up.
Already killed one GOAT. I'm hunting the next.
It's great for John because he wants to let everybody know, hey, I'm the best motherfucker on the planet.
John Jones is the hot, senior in high school, and Stylebender's the new freshman who's hot, and it's like Mean Girls.
It's a good analogy by Brendan. That's exactly the truth. Jones is like the established legend. Israel is a new up-and-comer with a lot of momentum, you know?
He's my biggest fan.
I'm a man. He's like a child when it comes to this game. What I've proven already, what I've done.
Just make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. I want to see that shit for sure.
At the end of the day, if Israel wanted to fight me, that would be a gigantic fight for the sport.
You get two juggernauts together like this that say, yeah, okay, fine, let's do it. You end up doing it. The question here becomes how.
Me and Izzy, we're only 15, 20 pounds apart. So if Izzy really wanted to fight me, he would do it. Izzy's a and there's...
Okay, Johnny. Okay, Johnny. I see you.
There's no way around it.
Do you need a fight with John Jones for your legacy?
Nope. I don't need to, but I want to.
Israel is light.
Well said.
He's light. He's skinny. I'll put my hands on him and teach him a whole different world of curve.
I'd love to see him and John Jones.
I'd love to see it, man. For sure. This guy, what a stud. I love them both, though. I don't know who I'd go for. I love these guys both, to be honest.
I'm just gonna stop.
He needs me if he wants to stay relevant. Well, his
I think both these guys have this aura that I enjoy personally. They're beasts.
But for right now, to stay relevant, to stay current, he needs me.
All right, guys.
So many talking about you as the next big thing in the UFC. How do these expectations weigh on you at this point?
To be honest with you, it does bring a lot of pressure, and I think Dana White knows what he's doing, kind of bringing me along a little slowly.
That was young, but that was young Johnny.
Mature enough to have a belt, so I feel as if when it's my time, it'll be my time, and I'll be more than ready to take it.
Johnny Bones Jones!
I started in mixed martial arts at age 19. From my very first fight, commentators were saying, man, this guy reminds me a lot of Anderson Silva. So I put a lot of pressure on myself from day one to compete at the absolute highest level and just to be the best, to perform in a spectacular fashion. Every one of my fights since age 23 has been against the #1 contender, and I focus so much on being the best as a martial artist.
Can't take away John's resume, man. That shit is legendary. But of course, he has his demons, You could see the hit and run, drug problems, drinking problems. But yet that adds to the spectacle, in a way.
John Jones of his light heavyweight title.
UFC light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones has entered a drug rehab center.
John Jones left the rehab facility after just one night.
Violent takedown from Jones.
You're not going to jail tonight for reckless driving.
For what? For reckless driving? Yeah, right. Nice try.
I really got an opportunity to
Oh, Johnny.
how much much of a special thing it is to be the best in the world at something, how rare it is.
John Jones tested positive for.
Oh man, I remember that. I was disappointed, man, honestly. And I love John.
Most gifted fighter the sport's ever had.
I really got an opportunity to see clearly how I was pissing it all away.
He was supposed to be getting a 4-year suspension, and it's been shortened to 15 months.
John Jones, and many people will tell you this, is probably the greatest of all time.
USADA said they believe Jones was in
I believe it. I agree.
It's really just developed me as a person, and ultimately that relates to me as an athlete.
So that was a hell of a fight, him and Gustafsson, man.
And as an individual, I'm proud of myself where I'm at right now.
All right, John, sit back here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so make sure you don't have weapons, okay?
I don't think a long, lean middleweight would present me much problem.
He's been around the game for 10 years. I've only been here 2 years.
Well, John, they know he's just not some skinny middleweight. You know, we gotta be fair here. He's the best in the planet. On the planet.
Only 2 years, and look what I've done.
I keep yawning, guys. I don't know what's my problem today.
He's outstanding. He's great. You know, he's undefeated, which is very, very marketable. He looks good. He talks good. He fights good.
That was a hell of a performance right there when he took out Whitaker in that fashion. Very impressive, man. His timing, his accuracy, and his power all impressed me. Because that strike, he was going backwards. He wasn't like putting all he had on it. You know, he was kind of leaning like that. Impressive shit, man.
I think he gives John Jones some big problems.
I agree.
Stylbender's in the league of his own. He's a way better striker than John Jones.
For Israel,
He's definitely better. I wouldn't say way better, but he's better. Substantially better, for sure.
All bubbled up against a short wrestler that just did that to him. It was just hilarious. I barely get touched in my fight.
The only knock that anybody has ever given Adesanya is his size.
He's just small. He's just small for Jones. Jones is a big guy, and I think people underestimate how big he is.
Do you know how fucking big John Jones is physically?
I mean, John would definitely have a power advantage as far as like brute strength.
When he grabs you, because he's so
For sure, for sure. I mean, that's just, you can't debate that. Israel is just a leaner guy. But I don't think it's going to be as substantial as people think. Just wait and see. Wait and see. Israel's not small. He's not John Jones, but he's not small.
I would not mind watching him fight, because if Jones has to stand with this guy, he's in trouble. Jones is very hittable, but Izzy needs to get a lot bigger if he's going to fight this guy.
Stylbender's muscle memory and striking is far superior to John Jones. John Jones' wrestling and grappling is far superior to Stylbender.
Adesanya is absolutely sure he's going to beat John Jones. And John Jones
Agree.
is absolutely sure he's going to beat Adesanya. And both of them,
Oh yeah, for sure. They both agree. They both think they're going to beat each other. You have to.
big brother here. They're both
I mean, they're the best on the planet in the respective divisions.
in the ratings, wanting to fight one another. We eventually end up with that fight.
God damn it, another ad. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I want to get into a few items because your name was in the mouth of John Jones recently.
As it always is. My nuts are going to follow next, but we'll see.
Well, him fighting me when he's ready to really beat me, it's like, dude, don't open your mouth if you can't feel like you can't beat me right now. I would never say that about anyone.
He's trying to force my hand. I'm not stupid. It's not about, oh, I'm not confident. When I fight him, there's 3 more killers, 4 more killers.
Yeah. I gotta say, both these men are very calculated. You know, they don't make stupid decisions. I mean, inside the ring. Obviously, John made a lot of mistakes outside. That's another debate. But and inside, they're super calculated. That's why Israel didn't fight him right away. He could have fought John after Whitaker fight, but he didn't because he wants to improve. And that's smart. That's a smart thing to do.
I'm a bitch. I can't beat John.
I just have to do what I have to do. I have to defend my belt.
Like I said, even me bringing him up right now is flattery to a boy that doesn't deserve me to be talking about him.
Every single time I say something, I always find a way. I said I'm going to beat John Jones, 2021, Greater Stadium, International Fight Week, and I will.
This is a fight that's going to
That'd be quite the place to fight. New stadium in Vegas.
I've seen it and I've said it. How many times do they keep doubting me? Why do they keep doubting me?
People can eat up what he's saying. But the truth of the matter is, he's scared today.
We'll see. We'll see, man. I really hope that shit happens in the foreseeable future. That's gonna be lit as a bitch, point blank. Shout out to Dress Studios. That shit was lit. You know, that promo was lit, man. Like I said, shout out to Dress Studios. There's a lot of anticipation here, and for y'all that are still watching, my thoughts here. Okay, John Jones, Israel Adesanya, two of the very best on the planet, and arguably the best pound for pound on the planet. You know, Khabib's up there too. You know, he's up to the top three. Those guys are the top three, in my opinion, as of now. And Amanda Nunes would follow very shortly. But as far as this matchup, it's clear that Stylebender is a better striker. Just straight up striking, he's a better striker. John, we have to. I think it's universally agreed upon that John would be stronger. Just brute strength alone, he'd be the stronger man. Obviously, he's bigger. He's wrestled some monsters like DC and an Olympian. You know, Ryan Bader. You know, Gustafsson. You know, big guys, and he's, you know, checked them and beaten them at their own game for the most part in his career. But this matchup is not going to be as one-sided as people think. I don't think John beats the shit out of him easily. At least that most likely won't. And I don't think Israel boxes John's face off either. I don't believe that's the case either. My prediction would be it would be a very technical fight. I think John would definitely try to wrestle. I think he knows he's outmatched as far as striking, and I believe he's going to use his defense, and so will Israel. I think it'll be very, very technical, and it'll be like a chess match between the two, honestly. I think it will be trouble for Israel if John gets him on the ground. I mean, as far as I know, I've never seen him, you know, exercise his ground game, so I wouldn't know how that would go. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on that. This thing really piqued my interest. I mean, my interest has been piqued ever since I've seen John Jones and Israel talk shit on Twitter back and forth. But I plan on making a detailed video of John Jones at heavyweight, and also a detailed video on Jones versus Adesanya. What I think would really happen more in depth than I did here. And but yeah, guys, gonna wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. And I'll catch you in the next video, man. This is Jay the Great signing out. Peace.